Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. This week's episode of Hobby Talk, I wanted to do like an informative video. There's been some people asking me, how do you send cards into PSA? Well, I just figured I would do a informative video of how I do it anyway. And I'm not saying this is the best way. I'm just showing you how I do it. And maybe you guys can modify your methods or whatever. But this is how I do it. Alright, so first of all, you go to PSA. If you have an account, you just submit an order. Excuse me. And then, of course, you select what are you wanting to do. Are you wanting to grade cards or what? You also select what category. Like, I usually go with the cheapest option of grading, but sometimes you might want to select like a Super Express. These are just going in on a quarterly special. So I selected the sports modern sports cards quarterly special. These are $15 per card. I went through, logged in each one of the cards, and this is an important thing. You have to keep your cards in the order that you submit them. So I have here, well, once I did the submission, there's forms that you need to print out. So I'm trying to show this without showing anything on there. There's what the form looks like. It's got like the code up there, and then it tells you what cards are in the order, and this is copy number 1. See there, PSA submission form copy number 1. So there's actually 3 copies. There's a 1, a number 2, and a personal customer copy. So I took the copy number 1, stapled it together, and then I'm going to go through here, and this is very important as you're getting your package ready. I'm going to go through and make sure that these cards are in the same order that I submitted them in. As you can see, there's an order there, and I want to get them in the correct order. So first, we're going to go through and verify that. So let's do that. Okay, so it says we have a Topps update, Aaron Judge throwing, O'Neal Cruz prospect, Noelvi Marte prospect, John Morant. We've got Archives Jordan, a Bowman first, Julio, best performers Juan Soto, Anthony Bourdain, Aaron Judge, Bowman, the Bo Jackson relic, Ginter Julio. We've got a Juan Soto mini. We have Jeremy Pena, Bobby Witt black border, Freddie Freeman chrome refractor, Archives Julio. Another, let's make sure we got the right one first. Card number 115 was the first one. I'm on the second page already. Okay, so then we have a card number 375, Julio. As you can see, card 375. Aaron Judge mini. Juan Franco 87 chrome. Chipper Jones auto. Andrew Vaughn Hotbox, Heart of the City Judge, Patrick Mahomes Leaf, Bryce Harper Chrome, Trout Refractor, Archives Pena, Tatis Mini, Archives Franco, Gypsy Queen Franco, Archives Pena, number 280 on that one. Yes. Adrian Beltre auto, Wade Boggs auto, Rushman Stars and Stripes, red jersey Harper. We've got Otani, Julio color swap, a Deckle Edge. Let's see. Yeah, Deckle Edge, and then a pitching stance Otani. Trout Hotbox, Ellie De La Cruz, C.J. Abrams, Mike Trout Finest, and our last one is 86 Topps Trout. Okay. Alright, so all our cards are in the correct order. Now here's where I start securing my cards. So I go like this. I take blue painter's tape, thick version like this. I'm going to put a band around my cards to keep them straight. So I want this stack of cards to get there like this, in the right order and well protected, all that. I don't want them getting smushed up. This is going to give me the best chance of getting my cards there safely, I think. You guys might have a different method. That's awesome. This is what I do. Okay. So we got that first band on there. Kind of cinch up the tape a little bit. It's kind of hard to do this on camera because I'm usually have a little more space to do this with. So cinch those up a little bit. Now I'm going to put another band going the other way. And painter's tape is really good because it's a durable tape and it's not too sticky. Like, they're not going to be struggling to get this opened up. They're not going to be bending your cards, getting tape off of them. Because you definitely don't want that. Okay. You're just going to keep them all nice in your stack order. Okay. So there, that's not the greatest, but it'll get there. Now, if I had a huge stack of cards, like 200 cards or something, and I had multiple bricks kind of like this, you'd want to put in there like 1 of 3 or 2 of 3, or like keep those in order as well. Because if you get these cards out of order, they will upcharge you, and you definitely do not want to get upcharged any more than what you're paying to get ready. So now I take a nice quality bubble wrap. I'll go like this, nice and centered on there. Oh, I got it upside down. I like to put the bubbles in. Like, this is the flat part on this bottom part, and then this is the bubbles. So I'm going to put them in here like this. I'll try not to burst any more of those bubbles, because that probably was loud. And, by the way, there's going to be tape dispensing on this video, so it might be annoyingly loud. But anyway, I'm going to take a little bit of blue tape here, because I don't want them struggling to open this. Put some right there. Now this part, I'm actually going to use this type of tape. This is just regular old shipping tape. Put a little piece of it here on the end. I want this tape to stay on here. I do not want it coming off. So put a little bit on that end to seal up that end, and then we'll put a little piece there. On this side. Okay, so we have our nice little brick of cards. They're in the right order. Now, this is another key thing. Get a nice, sturdy shipping box. Let's go ahead and show this box. This is actually a box that PSA sent me cards in, so I know it's a good quality, thick, heavy-duty box. Now, I don't really care about the weight of it because I'm gonna be shipping my cards priority. So I'm not gonna cheap out on my box. So as you can see, it's a nice, thick, sturdy box. So the first thing, I have some shipping peanuts from other stuff that I bought here. I'll just show you what I'm talking about, shipping peanuts. That's those things. Okay, so I'm going to put some at the bottom of my box. Because you want to pack this like you're packing eggs. Because these are cards that you're wanting to get PSA 10 for. Alright, so you might put too many down there. I'll put some out. Okay. Got a nice base of cards down there. I'm going to put my brick in the box like this. As you can see, it's sitting in there nice and good, not squished in there. It's got plenty of room. Now I'm going to take my copies now. Oh, and here's an important thing too. You need to fill out this part up here. Customer must provide. So I'm going to put the total number of orders in this package, which is going to be 1. And then I'm going to put the total number of collectibles. That means how many cards are going in right now. My number of cards is 43. Okay, so definitely go through and make, so when we verified that, those cards, we know we have our 43 cards there. So I'm going to fill that out real quick. So I got 1, and I got 43. And you need to do that on PSA copy 1 and on PSA copy 2. Okay. So that is a key thing that you got to remember to do. I'll show you. Okay. See, we put the number of I hope I didn't just give away my address. Anyway, number of orders 1, number of collectibles 43. That's the number of cards in this order. So I'm going to take my form and I'll fold it. My number 1 and number 2 copy. And I'm going to keep my customer copy for my records. As you can see, this is copy number 2. There I filled out my info there. Number of orders 1, and we got 43 total cards. So I'm going to stick these on top of my cards. Kind of wrap them around it, that way I get plenty of peanuts in there. See, I just kind of wrapped them around my cards like that. And now I'm going to fill up the rest of this with peanuts. Okay. So it's always a good idea to keep like your shipping peanuts. You know, don't go crazy and have a million of them, but I keep them around for shipping stuff. Because, see, now we have a nice box, well-protected box here, full of packing peanuts. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and seal this box up. I put tape on every seam whenever I ship stuff. Maybe that's more than what you like to put. I just want to make sure that no moisture gets in there. Because that would suck if this package is on its way there and some mailman leaves it sitting out in the rain and your cards get messed up. You know, because they don't know. And I don't think a lot of mailmen are that sloppy, but you never know, right? Okay, that's sealed. Now I'm going to put a piece across the top. I don't think you can ever be too crazy with tape. Alright, now I can see the bottom of this has already got a really good tape seal around the bottom, so I'm not worried about the bottom of that box. Okay, now here's another thing that PSA wants you to do with your box. Okay, we have this little paper here that I printed. That is my label. So I'm going to cut out this label with my scissors. I'll do that off camera just so I have room to do it. But yeah, you just cut out the label. So I printed it a little bit larger because if you just print like normal size, it's really small to be, you know, big enough for them to see it and scan it and all that. This is the label they scan when your package arrives to PSA, and that way it's in the system. And you can go on your PSA account and look on there and be like, oh sweet, they got my package, and then it's just waiting for them to grade stuff. So I cut it out. I'm gonna put it right here. Tape it on securely. Like this. I'm gonna knock stuff over. This is not usually where I package stuff, guys. So I usually have a different table that I have my shipping supplies on that makes it way nicer to do. This is my studio here, so not usually where I package things. Okay, so I have my label on very securely, just like that. You can see when it gets there, they can scan it, and then it'll be in the system. I don't have to worry where my box is. Okay, now another thing you do is I use priority mail, and here is the shipping label. I already pre-filled it out. That's the address, by the way, to ship your PSA orders in. But actually double check your order, because they will have that address on there, or where maybe they're wanting you to ship them to a different office. But I just use these sticky labels from UPS or USPS. All right, I'm gonna put on top, and then as added security, there it is, I go ahead and tape down my label. I don't want it written off and my cards getting lost. That's just not a headache that I want to deal with as a collector. So I am going to put tape on this and make sure that everything is cool. Yeah, because man, you do not want your package getting lost. I'll tell you that. I've heard nightmare stories of people having their packages get lost. I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm going to take every precaution that I can to make sure my stuff gets there safe. Again, we're knocking stuff around over here. This is not my normal spot. Okay. Put one more tape across there. Yes, I use very liberal amounts of tape. Gosh. Okay, so there it is on the top. We got our label there. Now it's ready to drop off at the post office, and I 1000% recommend that, unless you're just sending a bunch of cheap cards in for an order, buy a little bit extra insurance for your package. You can buy up to $10,000, I think. Maybe it's $5,000 or $10,000 with priority packages. It's going to be more expensive, but then you also don't have to worry. If something happens to your package, you're insured. Now, your package coming back from PSA will be insured by them. So, unless you just feel like rolling the dice, which I would never recommend on this channel, you probably want to buy some extra insurance to cover yourself, unless it's just a bunch of cheap cards you don't care about getting lost. Alright, so now I'm going to go drop that off at the post office. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope this was helpful in some way, and stay tuned for more videos. Later.